Well, all I can tell you is it's good to get the first winner right off the bat. Chuck Ritter said, "Yeah, it's okay, you guys." He says, "Get Scotty," and that's what we've done. Scotty Becker, one win, one out. You get to warm up a little bit, but the meet comes to an end. Any thoughts about the meet? You had a usual strong one.
Yes, I was happy to see the last couple of months. Everything, our numbers up. A lot of patrons out here. Betting was up, and I think it was very successful. Our management did a good job.
I thought so too. Listen, your horses have been racing like they usually do. How confident were you coming into this race? Personally, I liked it, so you made me look good, which is not an easy thing to do.
I really didn't like the one hole, but I figured the 2 and the 8 a little speed and we'd sit behind, but it looked like she got left a few lengths. She was very antsy in the gate, but I had confidence in my rider.
Scotty, we appreciate the time, and thank you for another successful meet on behalf of everyone here at Fairmount.
Thank you, Pete.
All right. Let's talk to Arietta. Man, every time I'm here, you're punching in bunches. What was your thought tonight? I know the horse got left a little bit more than to your likings, but you didn't hesitate. You just kind of let her do her thing and then got her ready to go.
Yeah, that was the best thing that happened to her today. She got left because the other times I broke closer to the pace and she quit down the lane. So that was the best thing that happened to her today. She got left and I brought her from behind.
Sometimes when you're dealing with a horse like this, 3 seconds in a row, I like to refer to it as a bridesmaid. They all get out in front and they think, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be out here. Maybe this is a new style that can help her on that?
Yeah, this is the best way she wins. Last time when I won on her, she came from behind too. And today she broke. She got left and closed hard. And the other time I moved on her a little too early and she hung.
Rainier, listen, I know you got a lot to do. Get in the car, get warm. All right, 1 down, 9 to go. We just got started on closing night. Well, all I can tell you, Mud got the money. That is the 5-horse Mud Hut Corey Orm aboard. Corey, congratulations on the victory. You rode the horse last time out. This is your second time out. What did you learn from that last race that you could apply for tonight?
I guess it wasn't as much as what I could apply, but she made a little noise last time, kind of gurgling a little bit, and went to the tongue tie this time and made a big difference, I think. So, and nice horse. I mean, she ran a good race last time, so she's ready for it today.
Temperature has been pretty funny here. It drops up, it goes down, goes up, goes down. Tonight it's going to be very, very chilly. How is the surface playing?
I thought it was pretty nice. I mean, the first race, I had a lot of speed. Horse carried pretty far. Horse carried pretty far today, so I say speed's going to hang a little bit today.
Real quick, later on, I hope I get the name right. Go Maddie Go, I believe, is going to be going a little later on.
I think I know that horse.
I think you do. What a fun horse to have and get a chance to ride.
She's been a dream. Like I said, the last interview, she gives me a lot of confidence. I do my thing, let her relax early, and as long as I can find somewhere to point her late, she'll get you there. So
I don't want to be that person, but I have a feeling I'm going to be talking to you again real soon.
I hope to see you later, Pete.
All right, Corey. That's Corey Orm, winner there in the second race. Third race coming up. Follow the signs. You know what the signs are? If Brittany is nearby, Dad is going to win. Victor Balin with his lovely daughter, Brittany. Brittany, very nice to meet you. Are you proud of Daddy?
Yeah.
Did you know he was going to win?
Yeah.
You actually do an interview better than your daddy.
Yeah.
I thought so. Victor, let's talk about the race. You were out there in the 6-7 path. Was that by design, or did the horse just bring you out there?
That horse.
The horse?
Yeah.
That was better. Well, let's just go to Brittany. Hey, Brittany, were you worried about the horse being on the outside?
Yeah.
You were worried, but you knew Dad was going to win anyway.
Yeah.
Is the track playing fair tonight?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear. I think we got everything we need. Coming up, more live racing. Thanks, Victor. We were being Hollywood for a moment here. Haley Weatherly. Hey, man, that was a great ride on your part. Congratulations. Take us through the race.
Well, I knew if I'd get the lead, I'd be hard to beat. I rode him last time going a mile, and we fell a little short. I knew she was going to be ready for this three-quarter race.
We were talking about that in the pre-show, and I kind of alluded to that. I said more times than not, if you're looking for a positive, when they cut back, you know fitness is not going to be the issue.
Yep, you're exactly right. I knew she was going to be plenty fit for this spot.
What's your thoughts? I know you made a move here from Louisiana. I'm going to say it correctly. I'm not going to say Louisiana. I'm going to say Louisiana. You made the move up here. You come up in a track like this when you're an apprentice, at least you got a weight to offer, but you really don't know how it's going to happen. How would you assess how it's been for you since you got here?
It's been amazing. I want to thank everybody who helped me on this journey. I mean, it was a long, hard journey, but it was all worth it.
All right, Bailey, we're expecting to see you here next season. Can we hope on it?
I say so.
All right, that's what we wanted to hear. Bailey, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
More racing coming up. Don't go away. I love this. Getting everybody together, and then all of a sudden I look over and Alvin's like, oh, I ain't missing this. He comes trotting on over. Welcome back. It's one way home to the winner's circle, and I guess it's in the Ralph Martinez bar, and Alvin Ortiz aboard. Congratulations. You know, there was a question for a lot of people. They were thinking maybe it's a quick move back, but I tend to think it was the right condition, and the horse looked like it was well in hand as you were going around the turn.
And thanks for being here. And what can I? My man is doing great job with that horse. He's more better than anyone, and he like to run like that in the clear of the horses. And I just keep him the clear, and he bring me to the wire like he's been this last 3 times, you know.
Well, we appreciate it, Alvin. Go get in the car, get warmed up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got it. All right, let's talk to Ralph Martinez. Ralph, before the race, I was chatting on, I like the horse also, like most people, but there is always a concern when you bring a horse back on a week's notice or 10 days' notice. How confident were you going into the race?
So a lot of horses, that is pretty quick back, but this horse, he's a little nervous type, so he keeps himself fit in the stall pretty much. So I didn't think 7 days would be an issue at all for him. So.
Let's talk about the condition. I've always talked about it, what I call a condition book play. I think, you know what? Yes, they're banking around back and forth, but you got to look at the condition book, and if the book says this is the only race, and then you're going to be waiting 3 months, well, the decision's been made.
Yeah, that's where a lot of races are won with the condition book. You know, sometimes you got to run them not quite as high as you want or higher than you want, but that's where you win it. You got to, get them the best you can get them and then try to put them in the right spot.
The old adage I heard when the claiming game was, if you weren't losing your horse to claim, they're probably in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I always say if you don't have a dot blinking in between your number, you're in the wrong spot. So.
Ralph, we appreciate the time. Hey, 2 winners in a row. Keep it going.
All right, thank you. This is Brody. This is the future jockey here.
All right, Brody. What was your assessment of the race?
Oh, he ran good.
I wanted you to say, and with the Lord willing, hopefully we'll put it together.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of another rider we were talking to earlier. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Racing coming up. More racing. Do not go away. Love when we get these. This is the win by Paint by the Letters. Manny Giles, you're making me look real good here. Manny has his translator, and she was just telling him right then. Asked Manny, it looked like he might make the lead, but when he didn't, was there a concern?
Dice que cuando estabas liderando que si tenías que estabas preocupado o algo.
Estaba preocupado que se fuera a detener como la vez pasada cuando sintió un poco la presión.
He was just a little concerned that the horse was a little pressure, feeling the pressure, but he was doing really good.
He seems to ride this track extremely well. Ask him, is there a part of the track that he prefers to be, on the front end, the middle, the back, or does it matter?
Dice que tú estás corriendo muy bien este traque, pero que si en qué lado te sientes mejor, si afuera, adentro, qué parte del traque te sientes mucho mejor.
En medio.
The middle is where he raced the best.
Why?
Porque la pista está un poco menos pesada.
So in the middle, it feels like it's smoother. It doesn't feel too heavy for him.
Tell him next season I'm going to be speaking German to him, so he needs to bone up.
Dice que para la próxima va a estar hablando en...
Hablo auf Deutsch.
Okay.
It's a joke.
I know.
We're trying everything, folks. We're going to keep going. Don't go away. Well, the big question was in the pre-show, you might recall, I said this horse is bred top and bottom for the main track going 2 turns. Never did it before. But it looks like now we found out with owner Gene Sandrowski, this is probably where he should have been all along.
Yeah, Yeah, the route. He needed to run long. Somehow, secretary don't write no long races. Finally, I got him in a long race, and he showed his stuff.
Absolutely bred top and bottom to do it. So congratulations to that, sir. How confident were you? I know you're alluding to the fact that you were hoping to do this, but let's just say take it on the far turn. How confident were you that this horse was going to get there? Because the front end basically collapsed.
I knew this horse would come running. That's all I could tell you. I know he'll make a big run, and I wanted to go a mile, mile and 70, mile and a half. It don't matter as long as he's running long.
I have a feeling this is not your first rodeo. How exciting, or I should say, how worthwhile is it not only to win here at the home track, but also to do it on closing night?
Well, it's good. I've been here since 1969. I trained my own horses and had good meets in Chicago and that, and I got hooked up with Max and got a good trainer, and he did a hell of a job for me all year long.
All right. Well, Mr. Sandrasky, I just want to say thank you so much for being with us. Continued success.
Thank you.
All right. How about that? And you get a chance, the X Factor pulls it and makes what looks to be a very nice pick 3. We got 3 more races on the card, and that's all she wrote then for 2023. Stay tuned. We've got Nick Angelou, the winning owner here with this horse. This was a huge race. Aviano. Well, how confident were you coming in here?
It's aeroplane in Italian.
I was going to say, if you didn't know it was Italian, now we got problems. All right. Well, grazie.
Yeah, we were. What do you want to know?
Well, let's start with the race. How confident were you coming in?
Yeah, I was very confident. You're on a good race last time out, and he's got a lot of class.
Yeah. You have.
And, Todd Fletcher used to train this horse when he was a 2-year-old. Mm-hmm. So they $800,000 yearling.
So you're like, yeah, it's an $8,000 yearling. So I thought, why not?
It was cheap for me for $10,000.
Well, Nick, we appreciate the time. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Nice to see you here.
I love being here. Let's talk to the president and GM of FanDuel Horsebook and Sportsbook and Horse Racing here at historic Fairmount Park, Miss Melissa Helton. Melissa, another tremendous meet coming to the end. We got our last 2 races on the card, but all I've heard you every time we talk is you're beaming about how we're just going up, up, up.
Everything has went up this year. I just did an interview with a St. Louis Post-Dispatch newspaper. Our handle was up 24% this year, and our attendance was up over 12% this year. So everything has just went up and up and up, and that's, it's just tremendous and makes me so happy to bring all these people out here.
Melissa, we've talked about this before. It really means everybody here, from the person that greets the folks when they come into the gate, the crew itself at the starting gate, the horses, the jockeys, the trainers. But again, without the people coming out, without the people wagering, it really doesn't mean much.
Absolutely. We have to have those people here. And, they love our crowd. They love our team members here. I had a lot of people from Chicago before they left and headed out there. They just thanked me and said, your staff is so nice and everything. And that's a great feeling for me, because that knows that they're getting out, they're talking to the people, and they're interacting and all that. So I love it when we have a crowd here.
Speaking as a person that's starting to get his card for being an Illini, I really enjoy coming here too, but there's so many more things we can do to help out the horsemen, and I'm hoping in the coming year of 2024 that becomes a reality.
Hopefully so. Like I said, I'm working with the local architect that we have, and we are our local construction company, as well as the owners, getting everything moving. We got to test. These buildings are old, and we're putting the casino inside of a building. You got to test the ground underneath. You got to test the building, because slot machines aren't live. So we're in the process working with IDOT. We're going to have a new traffic light out front and everything. So everything is moving behind the scenes, but it is working, and we're looking forward to getting that casino here. It's more than anyone, myself wants it.
And I've already begged. I said, yes, I want to be here on opening day. And she said,
you will be.
And I will be. 2 more races on the card. Don't go away. Well, like I say, all streaks come to an end, but ends up being a huge effort by She's Stuck Up. I'm not going to say she's stuck up. I'm going to say she's a runner. Congratulations. You heard as we were talking about here, the McDonald boys, First of all, how confident are you coming in the race? Because, again, 7 races, 8 races, 6 races, that's a tough horse to try to beat.
Oh, yeah. No, we were very fortunate to have been able to contend with Maddie. Yeah, but Stuck was training very well here in the last month or two, and she'd already won twice earlier in the meet. So we felt she had a reasonable shot. But always when you're running against Maddie, you're in tough.
You know, it's funny, too, because you look at a race like that, and I was talking about in the pre-show, there really wasn't a guaranteed pace to run at. You really didn't know who was going to be at this. Was that a concern for you as an owner?
Yeah, you know, you never know how the race is going to set up. You just hope that it turns out where a horse gets a good trip and is able to get to the wire first. So we're thrilled to be able to get the win. Had to beat some great horses tonight. We'll enjoy this one tonight and get back to work tomorrow.
Manny Giles, the kid can definitely ride. I think he's one of those kids that they're going to hear more and more about in the coming years.
Yeah, he's early in his career. Well, you see him a couple of years from now, he's going to be all over the country.
Hopefully he's here next season.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
After a ride like that, we hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll always have it.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. All right. One race left, folks, and then we put a bow on 2023. 10th race coming up. All right. Well, we're all freezing, so we're going to make this work. Just walk straight across, back by here. There you go. Traffic. All right, we're going to smile. Watch this. This is live television. Watch this. Okay, anyway, I always feel like we're on TMZ. No autographs, no autographs. All right, let's talk about this horse. That's an interesting picture we're seeing right now. How confident were you coming into this race? This horse really showed a lot of kick down the lane.
So last time we run him, I told everyone that would listen, he's either going to run really good or really bad, and he didn't run very good. But I wanted him to be a little bit closer, and then it helped when the 10-horse broke dead last. That helped a ton. Then he was lone speed. So.
Yeah, that's what I was telling somebody inside. I said, if the 10 breaks on top, it's going to be a fight. But when it didn't happen, I thought, well, you're sitting in a great spot.
Yeah. So a little side note. So I was at Indiana the other day, and Jack Vanberg's daughter, I was straight across from them in Indiana, and I was talking to her, and she was asking about this horse. I said, well, I had him for one race. I didn't do any good with him. I said, but he's back in at Fairmont. I said, I'm going to race against him. And she, sweetest woman in the world, if she's ever watching her, the brother, they're super nice people. And I told him, it's amazing how many races that man win. It's amazing. So
I knew Jack Vanberg, and he'll be one of those people. He would be the first to tell you, sometimes it's a lot of luck. But he was a tremendous horseman, and something a lot of people didn't know. He was an auctioneer and very good at it.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, multi-talented there.
There you go. Get out of here. Go get warm. That's going to do it for all of us here at FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing at historic Fairmount Park. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here with you folks throughout the entire meet. And yes, it is official. I will be back on opening day in April. For everybody here at Fairmount Park, have yourself a wonderful evening. Be good to one another. We'll see you in 2024. Good night, everybody.